Lifebread came into existence about 3 years ago. I had just come back from a summer in Africa. I spent 10 weeks, 5 weeks in Uganda and 5 weeks in Kenya, and I had seen some things on the streets and met kids and experienced poverty firsthand. And after you come back from an experience like that, you're never really the same, and that's what was the initial spark to get Lifebread going, just kind of where I'd been, what I had seen, and the need for a ministry that was specifically aimed at feeding people, not only physically but also spiritually. So I started putting together a ministry that would focus on bringing physical bread to the streets and to the children in Africa. And the purpose of that was because the people we were working with were so hungry that they weren't able to really understand the message of Christ that we were there to bring them. I wanted something that would kind of bridge the gap and fill a physical hunger void before we were able to bring the spiritual sustenance and the spiritual nutrients of our Christian mission behind the whole project. So over the past 3 years, Lifebread has grown and developed and changed in a lot of ways. And it started out very grassroots, just with me making a couple trips to Africa, and we started building ovens and started baking. And it's been a growing learning process, learning about foods that work and foods that East Africans don't like to eat, and just different things along the way.
Beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hard sun on the big people in the big hard world. When she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug an early grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took her blues back again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. Oh, there's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. Once I stood to lose her when I saw what I had done. Bound down and flew away the hours of her garden and her son. So I tried